This week's Tarotscopes are out, and in it we see the full moon in Virgo, which is bringing with it an energy of meticulousness, of crossing the T's, dotting the I's, of wrapping things up and ending things. For some star signs, this is going to create a bit of resistance, particularly for earth signs and air signs. Not all air signs, but with this change, with this endings and new beginnings, comes a little bit of resistance, unsurprising, as earth signs tend to be a little bit more resistant to things moving ahead. There's going to be a big call for what makes us feel secure, what makes us feel stable, what gives us a sense of stability, and the question around actually, is that well placed? And because of that, some of us are going to feel like gripping and resisting and thinking, I don't want to let this go. Whereas for other star signs, mainly water and fire signs, that may come a little bit more easily and a little bit more freely. Aquarius and Scorpio certainly look as though they're going to have the best week this week because they're able to fully embrace this sense of moving ahead, moving forward, but also prioritizing self-care within that. As much as this full moon in Virgo energy is about this meticulousness and signing things off, it is also an invitation for reflection and getting a look at the bigger picture. This is reflected by the two cards that were showing up the most this week, which is the Four of Swords, the Lord of Rest from Strife, and the Knight of Pentacles. Both are very grounded, very centered, very still energies. So if you find yourself trying to ramp things up and get things moving very, very quickly, that is likely to be slightly thwarted. The most useful thing you can do is do a stock take, kind of come back into center, recheck and reevaluate the direction in which you want to take things. It is a really, really good time to rest. It's a really good time to move into more of a passive reflective energy as the moon represents, rather than that forward pushing energy that the more the sun represents, or that yang energy represents. But thankfully it is a bit of a change of the tide. It's been there's been quite a few challenging weeks, this certainly feeling one of the more easeful weeks, which is nice for many of us. I think this full moon in Virgo is going to feel a little bit more of a blessing. Thankfully, Venus in retrograde doesn't seem to be showing up too vehemently for many of us. Only for Pisces does it seem to kind of tip the balance a little bit, which is surprising given that we are in Pisces season. So happy birthday to you if you're Pisces, but this is likely to represent itself as more wistful and melancholic thinking. So another message here is to stick with what task is at hand rather than thinking about the past or getting too caught up in the future. But as ever, have an amazing week, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.